When the Welsh Assembly rejected Assembly member Dialoy's proposal to protect place names in Wales, it very much made me think of where I'm standing today. I'm in a city named after a person, a chief of a tribe, who once named the spaces of this land. Of course, it's Seattle. There's downtown Seattle, a wonderful view, but the other side of the camera isn't bad either. The park has lovely spaces to sit and have a cup of tea, a dedicated kite flying spot. Next to it, a huge sundial where your own shadow casts the time. And oh yes, you might have noticed other things as well. Great big metal giants. It's all in the name, you see. Gasworks Park. This used to be a coal treatment facility to bring gas to the inhabitants, and turned into a genuinely arresting and beautiful area during the 70s by the celebrated landscape architect Richard Haag. However, being an old industrial American heritage site, it has its hazards still. Some toxicity lurks from years past, with its dangers apparent today. And so it was turned into a park, Gasworks Park. Before a park, it used to be a coal gasification plant, and before that some sawmills dotted on the shore and some lumber yards. But before that, a lake going by very different names. Kachug, Tenaschuk, and Chaten. We often see that places acquire new names frequently, with new poignancies and occasionally new utility, and here it's the industrial heritage that was chosen to be iconised. The coal plant drilled into the ground here only 110 years ago. The lake had its names considerably longer before that, but it will be known as Lake Union henceforth as long as it's willed to be so. People are rightly proud of what Seattle is today. It's a hub of progressive thinking and of resistant politics. But we mustn't let heritage sites like these mask the misrepresentations that can acquire considerable traction and therefore normalisation. This is a new layer that seeks to mark a considerable change in how we view this geography and the people that sought to tame it in this manner, befitting of their own histories. But they've done so while losing sight of those who have lost the most, and ironically, in its renaming, removed some of that history that once was here. So where does that leave place names in Wales? At the mercy of anyone who decides to add their own slice of history for benign, aggressive or well-meaning reasons. And so from a sympathetic perspective, when retooling and rebranding new lands, we must seek to preserve their entire histories. Only then do we have the right to calcify them under a new vision. Otherwise, we are casting only a splinter of a shadow over a deep lake of time.